Hey guys, and welcome to part 21 of my playthrough of Bloodborne at 60 FPS. So in this episode I will cover the boss fight for the Living Failures. So I start off here by opening Yamamura's cell. So here we go in and we see him bash his head against the wall. So you've got the choice to leave him alone or you can kill him here. So I decide to kill him because we can later on summon him into the next boss. He also drops his outfit as well, which has excellent fire resistance. And now that we have the underground cell key, we can also get a really good DLC weapon in this area, which is the church pick. So what we need to do is open this hunter's cell here and begin to attack him. Now this can be quite a tricky fight, so you can actually attack him through the wall here with your weapon. Especially if you have a ranged weapon, then you will easily be able to damage the hunter through the wall. Either this or you can open the jail cell and attack him side on. Now fighting this hunter can be quite difficult because he does do quite a bit of damage with the church pick, so I decide to just kind of back off and head back down the hall to let him de-aggro and walk back to outside his cell. So after that you can slowly approach him and backstab him again, and that's what I do here, so I just kind of rinse and repeat that strategy until he's dead. So once he's dead, he now drops the church pick, and this is a really good DLC weapon because it has good range, and it's also quite versatile because it is a slash and a thrust weapon. It's also very effective against kin enemies such as brainsuckers and winter lanterns, but overall it's a very good choice and it's certainly one of my favourite weapons from the DLC. So after this I take on the two female church hunters. So I think the best thing to do here is to try and take them on one at a time, because obviously dealing with them at the same time is a bit too dangerous. So I start with the one that has the holy blade here, and I lure them back to the cells below. But once the first one is done, we can now go up and deal with the second church hunter. And the second one isn't quite as bad, but she does have that arcane spell, which can be quite annoying to deal with, which is Black Sky Eye, which does quite a lot of damage. And here I make the mistake of accidentally sending her up on the altar, so I end up fighting her by the research lamp upstairs. So now both church hunters are out of the way, which is pretty good in itself because they won't respawn.
Pretty good.
And on returning to Adeline here, we will see she's now pretty restless in her chair. So now we can give her the second brain fluid to calm her down. After this she will give us more blood, and she will also give us the balcony key, which opens the door outside in the far left corner.
Lady Maria gave it to me, but it is all I can offer, other than my own blood. Please. Oh, the sticky drip. How can you...
As for the balcony area itself, this area is quite dangerous because it has some research patients, and these ones can fire off arcane magic, which can potentially one-shot you. And of course, it kills me here.
You suck!
So on returning to the area for a second time, I managed to pick up the Black Sky Eye spell, which is of course the same one the female church hunter was firing at us earlier. However, I don't use it here because my character doesn't have the stats to use it. And as we return to Adeline again, we now find that she is transformed into a brain creature, and she asks once again for brain fluid. So in order to get it this time, we need to attack her, and then she will drop the fluid. And after this, we just simply give it to her. And Adeline's final award to you will be to give you the milkweed rune, which when it's equipped, it makes you look like you've got a head of broccoli on you. But this is actually a really useful rune because it raises item discovery and can also mitigate fall damage, and it even glows in the dark, which is of course very useful.
That hit the spot.
My guide, I see your voice clearly as it bends and bleeds. My own. Thank you, really. I have failed. Please, Lady Maria.
So now we have the Living Failures boss fight. So this can be quite a tricky fight, and throughout the fight there are several of them that appear all at once, and they all share the same health bar. But basically what you need to do here is to keep killing them one at a time until the HP bar is completely depleted. And in the first phase, the failures can do a lot of damage. They can also fire off large bolts of arcane magic, and I think the best strategy overall is to try and quick step around them and use a fast weapon. The failures are also quite weak to bolt damage, so if you have a weapon that you could buff with bolt paper, I would recommend this also. So in the second phase, the failures will look to the sky and will cast a storm of arcane meteors, which will do massive amounts of damage, and will definitely kill you. So the best thing to do here is to stick to the tall plant in the middle, to shield yourself from the magic storm. Other than this though, their attacks remain the same from the first phase, so you basically rinse and repeat the strategy from the first phase. And that's it for the living failures. Yeah, so they can be a tricky boss, but overall not too bad. And even though they're not my favourite boss in the DLC, they still have an excellent theme, as of course are all the boss themes in the DLC. So that's it for this one, guys. So in the next episode I will cover the boss fight for Lady Maria, and I will also explore the fishing hamlet. So that's it for now, and I'll see you soon.